options that we're looking to do here is slide a kick through the defensive line, okay, in and around the post, which has got a real chance of causing confusion to the defensive line, okay, for two reasons. We might get a rebound off the post, okay, which they can't plan for, or they might panic because the ball's in and around the post area and kick it dead or hack it dead and we get a repeat set, or the big bonus is, okay, we end up getting to the ball first and scoring a try, okay. The big thing, or the big danger in this is, we have to get the ball through the holes in the defensive line between the defenders. So it's a real accurate, well executed kick that we need here, okay. So all we're going to do on this one, guys, is, okay, you're going to start on the try line, and you're going to come forward straight, okay, towards your cones. They're going to catch, they're going to take a couple of steps, they're going to slide a kick in behind it, okay. We're going to have Jack, you're going to be on the end of that final red cone, okay. Once the kick's got in behind you, you've got to then try and turn in the kick, okay. So by this time you've got to have a couple of steps and you've got to slide the kick between one of the red cones, between the holes between the red cones. Start from a scrum line because you're going to travel. That's it, go set off, come forward straight, turn once he's put the kick in. Let's go. That's it, great kick, great kick. Good stuff, reload back up, reload back up. Okay, Kaiden. Did anybody see what Kaiden did? He got a read on the kick, didn't he? He's got a read on really smart teams, really smart plays. Kaiden, you two come forward. Come forward, Alfie. You do what you did, Kaiden. At the point when I'm looking to do that and I see him doing that, what might a smart player do? He might hit Kev on a line, okay? And you're trying to be really cute, but we might out-cute you. Alright, so for this, come forward to the cone. Once the ball's been kicked, then try and turn and deal with it. Great kick, by the way, it's going. Let's go. Yeah, so a little bit too much on that. Swap over, Jack, you're kicking. I'm just sliding it through, sliding it through. So you've already got those cones in place. You guys are just coming forward straight, don't forget. Opposite that cone. Let's go. Great kick, great kick. Good stuff. Reload. Let's go. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, last few. Alfie, can you just come and stand opposite the kicker? Boys and Kai, can you stand opposite the first two red cones and know that one? Okay, what we have to account for though, guys, is the defensive fullback. So what you've probably noticed again in games is the defensive fullback now, they probably stand almost always opposite the play the ball, sometimes even in the defensive line. So it has to be a really cute and accurate kick. This is where the post might come into play, because it might obstruct the fullback, which is why we practice a hell of a lot on kicks towards the post, not towards the sideline, because you've got a couple of obstacles in your way. There's a big advantage offensively. Let's go. Great strike. Good stuff. We get a repeat set. Fast. Saw the kick. So there wasn't a great deal of hang time on the kick, was there? So more of an accurate trajectory kick in terms of how far it travelled, in terms of how high it went. So if we get loads of height on this type of kick, because we're in decent field position, okay, when we're 40 out, we want to get some hang time, because we want our kick chase to get there, okay. This type of area of the field, we don't want too much hang time, because what might happen then? We get too much height on it. We get more players over and around the ball. So we want to isolate their edge players with this type of kick. So if we get too much height on it, these guys in and around this area of the field, by the time it lands on the winger's head and he makes an error, they might still come up with the ball. So what we want to still do is have enough hang time so our chase can get there, but not too much so that they can get cover defenders across there as well. So we're still isolating that winger stroke, centre stroke, half back. Okay, so we want to get enough hang time, but not too much. So you're up top. Let's go. Great kick, great kick. Good stuff, well done. This area of the field, teams are just purely and simply, especially at this stage of the season with the grounds being wet, they're just making it about field position. So they're giving the ball some hang time, so that by the time the winger or fullback catches the ball, the chase is down there, and as they're catching it, we're getting some contact on them. So this part of the session is all about landing the ball in an area of the field with some height, so that we earn field position that way, rather than slide ruling a kick or finding a sideline, because we're not going to be able to do that. Okay? So what we're going to be focusing on is kicking towards a corner, and our aim, guys, is to land the ball in between the white cones and the touch line, the 10-metre line and the try line. That's an absolutely on the money kick, because by the time the ball lands, I reckon our kick chaser have got there and we'll be nailing him as he's catching the ball. Again, a couple of things that we've got to be mindful of is, if he catches it on the full in the in-goal area, what happens? 20-metre restart, we don't want that. Okay, so while we want some accuracy with our kick, okay, it's really important that we don't lose that accuracy by trying to get too much height on the ball. Because of team's pace and fitness now, we don't need to get too much height on the ball and lose accuracy, which is what you're probably going to do if you're going to try and kick the skin off the ball. So we're just looking for enough height, so by the time our chase gets down there, we can basically get to him, or he's only got a couple of meters grace before the ball gets down there. So what we're going to be doing here, guys, you're going to be doing the running after you've kicked now. So you're going to receive a pass, okay, you're going to kick the ball, okay, and then you're going to set off, and you're going to try and be on top of the player that's catching the ball as he's catching it. So we're simulating our kick chase, so that it might look, hopefully, something like this. So we start the ball, and then we're getting down there. By the time he's caught it, we're in the area of the field where we're going to still be able to make that tackle. Okay? We've seen that there's some space to go for a 40-20. We're not going to go for it if they've got somebody sat back there. Okay, we're absolutely not going to go for it. But we're looking at an opportunity where there's enough space where if we don't get a 40-20, it's unlikely most times that we're going to kick the ball in such a fashion that it's going to fly dead, okay, and give them a 7-tackle restart. Ultimately, if it does from this area of the field, okay, it's not such a bad thing. It's not an absolute nightmare. Okay, if we're inside their 20 and we kick it dead and they've got a fast tap 20 against us, then we're a little bit worried. But from here, they have still got to get back behind the ball, and we probably are going to be reset. They've just got an extra tackle. Okay, so we're looking for a 40-20 now. Again, for this, all we need to do is find a sideline past the 20-metre line. So by the time we kick the ball, we're looking just for a kick that gives us a chance of getting that 40-20. Okay, same deal. Ideally, we want to find it in and around between the 20 and the try line. But anyway past the 10, you don't get any more advantage than that anyway. So if it's anywhere inside the 20, it's a positive kick. Okay? If it's on the 10-metre line, it's on the money kick, because that's where they're going to get the restart. So our accuracy and our aim is more focused on that 10-metre line now rather than that corner flag. So in effect, although we've moved back 10 metres, we're probably allowing ourselves 6 or 7 metres grace as well, because we don't need to find that corner flag. So our accuracy and our aim is probably for anywhere between the 20 and the try line now. So by the time we catch it, we're not kicking it as long, okay? We're still kicking it for around, and that's still an okay kick. That's still an okay kick. Alright? We don't need to absolutely get it between the 10 and the try line, because it's still going to be in the same spot.
What's your thoughts on like kicking style? So looking at two of guys when you were further away,
yep.
One has got very much a straight leg kick,
yep.
One has got a bit more of a
kick.
Do you just leave that to players to kind of choose their preference?
Yeah. If as with all offensive stuff that I lead on here at Leeds, if I've got somebody that can kick a ball really well, kick the ball 60 metres, and he kicks it around the corner a little bit. But 9 times out of 10, the ball goes where he wants it to go. I'm not going to try and change his kicking style or technique. Likewise, if you've got somebody like Liam Sutcliffe who's got a real straight leg kicking action, then I'm not going to try and change that because, you know, he's absolutely there. Okay. Where you might have somebody that's got an erratic kicking action or an erratic accuracy of kick, then you might have a little bit of a play and have a little bit of a tweak with his kicking style or kicking action, and then find something that suits a little bit more accuracy and a little bit more consistency with that. But if we've got somebody that can kick the ball naturally well and accurately well and have a decent distance, I'm not going to try and say, well, you're kicking it wrong, you've got to kick it this way. That's probably something that we all over the past 20 or 30 years have probably all had in our, you've got to do it this way. Well, everybody's got their own little way of running, passing, catching. You know, some people like to sidestep and all that sort of stuff. So
I guess
we don't want to change that.
Making sure they've got the distance as well.
That's it. So if somebody's got a natural kicking style and action, then we're not going to try and change that. We're just going to obviously look at things to try and improve it. That's all.